Guys, it finally happened. Mauricio Pochettino is the U.S. men's national team's coach. He's a new manager. After all the speculation, after all the talk, after all the leaks, it's now official. It's massive, guys. But before we even start on that, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's get started. On the same day as the big presidential debate here in this country, there was some really good news. Big news. In my opinion, this should overshadow that because we are clearly the biggest soccer country or football country in the world, and football's all that matters, right? But it did happen on that same day. Guys, this is huge. This is a massive upgrade. This is like going from a pair of roller skates to a Lamborghini. This is like going from Star Wars, the new sequels, whatever, The Last Jedi, to The Empire Strikes Back. This is a massive upgrade, guys. This is, oof. I mean, this guy's coming to clean up the mess like Winston Wolfe in Pulp Fiction. You guys get that reference? This is massive. This is huge. I've been watching this team forever. This is huge. Like, we have never had a manager with this CV. We've never even been close. There's no one we've ever had be in charge of this team with these credentials. It's massive. Like, I can't even. It's crazy. When I finally saw it happen, I was like, dude, oh my gosh, this is Mauricio Pochettino. Some people want to downplay this and say, well, what does he really want? He's only won at PSG where everyone else wins. Guys, we've never had a manager that was good enough to coach a PSG team or in the Premier League, several teams in the Premier League. We've never had that. If you're good enough to coach in the Premier League, you're good enough to coach the U.S. men's national team. Let's not kid ourselves, guys. Actually, you're probably good enough to coach 99% of the national teams out there. Even if you were just a mediocre coach in the Premier League, which he was not, for sure. This is a man with a plan. This is a guy who, he knows what he's doing. He's here, like I said, like Winston Wolfe, to clean up the fucking mess that Greg Berhalter left. Which, we can finally move past that. I don't have to keep talking about Greg Berhalter because, man, I cannot stand that guy. That guy is a charisma black hole and a horrible tactician. But Pochettino's here to clean everything up, and it's frankly really exciting. I'm so excited. I wish he would have been the man in this last window. Man, I am so excited, but I can't wait till October to see what he does. Pochettino, I watched his press conference. This man's already out here he's just spitting bars. Like, he's putting out that fire, or he's creating the fire, actually. He's out here not making any excuses already. He was asked by a journalist. He was told that there's less than 10 FIFA windows left from now to the World Cup. And some of these windows are, a week long. Some are like summer windows, summer tournaments. But anyway, so he was told that, and Mauricio Pochettino straight up was like, we are not making any excuses here. We're here to immediately change the culture of this team, make these guys winners. No excuses, zero excuses, none of that nonsense. Not blaming anyone else. He's like, we're here to work, man. We're here to put in a fucking shift. We're here, all hands on deck. It's frankly really refreshing to see someone who's already taking accountability and saying that, hey, there's no excuses here. We don't play that. We're here to work. And I brought my guys. I don't want y'all to suggest any of these other guys that you think should be working with me. Nah, I have my guys here. It's frankly refreshing. It's amazing. It really is exciting as hell. And then, he was also he answered several questions, but these are just some of the ones I remember. But, he was asked why here, why the U.S. men's national team, if he obviously had offers from other teams in Europe, other national teams that are probably better. He had big offers, and the man responded saying that him and his coaching staff, they believe, this is a Spanish question, by the way, him and his coaching staff, they believe that it's important to push yourself. They wanted to be out of their comfort zone. They wanted to go somewhere where they knew it would be a real challenge, a huge challenge, and he took it. It's frankly really inspiring. It's really nice to hear this man talk over freaking Greg Berhalter and his stupid, horrible substitute teacher speeches. Like, Jesus, man, it's a huge improvement already just in that aspect. And I'm sure that it's going to be a huge improvement on the field of play. If you don't think so, you're kidding yourself. There's obviously going to be some improvements. I'm not saying we're suddenly going to become 2010 Spain, which is a team the U.S. beat, by the way, before, with lesser players than what we have now. But I'm not saying we're going to be a team like that. I'm not saying we're going to be the 70s Netherlands. I'm not saying we're going to be Ronaldo's Brazil. No, we're not going to be any of that. But we're going to be a lot better, that's for sure. That's not even a question. Mauricio Pochettino is just a manager with a lot of class. He's a very intelligent manager. He's very articulate. He's a little more tactically flexible than most of the managers we were linked to. It's just a big win, guys. It's honestly amazing. This is U.S. soccer's David Beckham. Like when David Beckham came into MLS and everything changed. This could potentially be that. I know Pochettino doesn't have that household name or that star power that David Beckham has. Because, ask your wife, ask your girlfriend, ask your mom. They all know who David Beckham is. They probably don't know shit about football. But I'm not saying he has that type of star power. But man, this guy this is a huge win. Just this alone is a win. This is probably the biggest news U.S. soccer has ever released, barring like hosting World Cup. It's just massive, guys. Mauricio Pochettino. I know not everything has been golden for him. His Chelsea stint wasn't the best, but honestly wasn't that bad. And that team's just a freaking mess, guys. Like, I think he did what he could have done there. That team's just a mess. PSG, I know he won the Champions League. He kind of lost the dressing room in the end, but it's PSG, guys. I mean, that's a hard ass job. It doesn't matter what you do in the league. It's if you don't win the Champions League, and if you didn't keep Mbappe happy, if he wasn't, shitting out rainbows every day just happy, then you're probably going to be in for a hard time. And then they throw a Messi your way expecting you to make magic with Messi past his prime. Not an ideal situation. But anyways, actually I don't even remember if Messi was there when Poch was there. I might be making that up. But anyways, guys, it's a huge win. It's exciting, man. Like, I can't wait to see this team under Pochettino, like just the intensity, like the culture changing. And, I saw that interview with Christian Pulisic after the game, after he was announced, we got to change our culture, blah, blah. Well, dude, you should already be doing that yourself too. Shouldn't need someone to push you to stop being a loser and then suddenly be better. You should already be trying that. But I am pretty confident Pochettino is going to push him to that, because that's what these guys need. These guys are kind of pampered. They're not really a gritty team. They're not a gritty set of players. So they're definitely going to need someone to push them towards that. Honestly, like that type of mentality where it's like, oh, I need someone to make me this way. Like the Pulisic and a lot of the other U.S. players is. It's kind of what separates the good players from the great players. So unfortunately, that's the case. Most talented generation we've ever had. But these guys saying we need someone to make us better. We can't do this by ourselves. We're lost without a real leader. That's kind of concerning, if I'm honest. At least to me. I don't know about everyone else, but that's concerning to me. But I think we've got the right man for that. I think he's going to whip these guys into shape. These guys who were wanting Greg Berhalter back, but now all of a sudden are like, no, we need someone to be cracking whips. We need someone to be on our ass. But, I'll take that, I guess, over them sitting around moping, which they kind of are anyways. But, yeah, I think Pochettino is a fantastic hire, guys. I mean, how did U.S. Soccer pull this off? I got to give them props, guys. I don't give U.S. Soccer a whole lot of props very often, but I got to give them props over this one. This is a huge hire, guys. But anyways, massive, guys. Let me know down in the comments if you think this is the biggest hire ever, or what you think about the hire, or how far you think we go in the World Cup with Pochettino. And don't forget the like button if you like this news of Pochettino being our manager. Anyways, y'all have a good one.